Greetings salutations and welcome back to another video where we will be exploring the process I went through to design my latest mask, which was owl inspired. Now I actually finished this quite a few months ago, but I've been focusing on passing my final university year as best I possibly could, so that's why I haven't been uploading as much. Now I'd also at the end of this like to announce a new project that I'm very excited for because I had a great opportunity and I believe it's going to work out very, very nicely. But without further ado, let's get back to the video. And you can see here that I'm now tracing over my final idea and just finessing it a bit, and I really like the segmented design. So I then took it into Fusion 360, where I used the T-spline modelling environment to make it, and I find this to be an extremely good environment for doing much better than Mesh, and the results are fantastic. So with that all finished up, I then imported some renders into Procreate and masked off areas to adjust the colour without affecting other areas around it. So I then started playing around with the colour, did some rather strange things like this, and also some more subtle and fun ideas, and I got other people's input on those as well. So then I printed everything and assembled it. I printed it in PLA and used epoxy 2-part resin to glue it together, which works perfectly. Then it was onto the priming, sanding, filling. I did a lot of that, trying to get everything very nice and smooth, and this is one of the most time-consuming parts, but also one of the most satisfying. Then finally I decided to try final renders with the different colours that I'd thought about, and honestly I came up with a whole load of more ideas simply because of how cool they all look, and I don't think any of these actually doesn't work, but it's this next one, this one here, that I felt had the most potential. So I went ahead and started painting that with Montana Gold spray paint, which I found wasn't very nice to work with actually. It didn't stick, it started peeling and getting all weird even after 2 weeks of setting, and yeah, I had to sand down all of it and apply a clear coat over it just to get it looking nice and shiny again. And then the scariest part, of course, actually, is weathering, where you scratch up, mark up, and just almost ruin your design in order to make it look more used, and it really adds another dimension to your piece. So here it is, the final piece with lenses inserted. I just used a pair of tights to make that. That's actually the easiest way to do it. And also masked inside the mouth here. I painted around the inside using both the paint and existing glue to seal it in. And these straps are actually adjustable waist belts, elastic, and I find that that works really well, especially for this model, because what I'm doing is I'm using some fake rivets through these areas here just to hold them on, and they unscrew. So what I can do is I can take off certain straps if I need to, like so, which makes putting the mask on much easier for demonstrations and stuff. But if you do want it on nice and securely for a long period of time, then it's advisable to use these, but if not, just remove them and it's completely wearable. So for the first time ever on this channel, or in fact any channel, I will be using my forward-facing camera, so you can see all of my work while I give this announcement. And the announcement is that I am making Hephaestus 2.0, the next iteration of my own design Core XY 3D printer, which has been featured very heavily on this channel. And some of the exciting news about that, aside from everything else I plan to do, is that I have managed to secure sponsorship from IGUS. IGUS is a company that makes polymer-based bushings, bearings, even lead screw nuts, everything you need for your mechanical motion systems. Now they've been extremely kind and have offered to send me a range of their parts free of charge for me to use within Hephaestus 2.0, and as such I will be able to showcase all their abilities and give my own honest, unbiased opinion about them. Now, I genuinely think that IGUS is an excellent company. I've had test pieces of theirs before, and I'm very excited by this opportunity. But do not worry, because I will not let that excitement cloud my own judgment, and I will not be biased towards them. I, in fact, think that it does a company a disservice when you aren't honest about their products, so I shall be being as honest as I possibly can about them, but I don't expect there to be anything wrong at all. So, parts are going to be shipped to me pretty soon, which is really exciting, and I plan to release a few videos on that, as well as the general progress of Hephaestus 2.0 as we go. So with that said, thank you very much for watching, and yes, I'm going to take this mask off because it's getting a bit warm in here. So, I hope you stick around and see you again next time. Goodbye.